today at work was interesting. I am a manager at a movie theater, and because of that, I had to deal with some really fucking stupid teenagers. So we had one group of kids coming in, probably around like, I don't know, 5:30, maybe 6 p.m. And this was like a group of like 5 dudes. And we didn't have somebody set up at our podium because we just don't have the staffing right now for it. And they just walked in, let themselves into a theater, and nobody was really sure if they had bought tickets or not. It didn't seem like they had. So they exit the theater, and then I go over to the podium while they're kind of walking around the lobby. And then I ask them to provide me tickets because I know that they don't fucking have tickets, but I need them to prove that they have them. So they say, like, oh, like, we don't have them. Let's go. We'll go talk to like box office and get it sorted out or whatever. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Do whatever you want to do. So they leave to go to box office, right? And I'm expecting like them to come back and be like, yeah, we can't find a ticket. I guess we'll have to go buy them. But instead, the box office person calls over the headset, and they're like, yo. The guy says okay. I talked to the box office guy, and he's like, yeah, they're super fine. I sold them tickets earlier. Turns out, this box office employee actually had no idea if they actually had tickets or not. They were just like lying about it. So I had to go into this movie theater, that was for Ghostbusters, while the movie is playing, go up to these guys and be like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out. Like, you don't have tickets. Like, we all know you don't have tickets. And it created like a whole scene. It was really fucking annoying. And I don't get paid enough to fucking yell at teenagers or whatever. And they eventually leave. Fine, whatever. They try coming back in like a handful more times. I tell them to go away, basically, because they came in like 4 separate times throughout the day. Really fucking stupid day. But it didn't end there. We had another group of teenagers. This time, instead of like 5, there was like 15, maybe 20 of them. There was a lot of teenagers. And they all come pouring in and out of the theaters, and they're like kind of theater hopping, and I'm talking to them, trying to get them to fuck off. And most of them actually bought tickets. I don't know if they all did. I couldn't verify every single one because I couldn't stay next to the podium. I'm a manager. I can't do that all day. But I verified the majority of their tickets, but they kept theater hopping, and they kept like hanging out in the lobby instead of actually being in their movie. This is like really late into the evening. This is probably like the only place they can actually hang out in, whatever. So eventually what happens is one of their mom shows up like right after we close. And she's like banging on the door. So I let her in because I think it's going to be a good show. And she like storms past me, goes up to these kids like, where's my son at? And like they know her obviously. And they're like, I have no idea. And she like goes into this random theater and she pulls out this fucking dude. She starts like cursing. I'm like actually like full on cursing him out. Be like, are you fucking kidding me? You know you shouldn't be here right now. Like full parent meltdown. So he gets like torn away. Well, not like 25 minutes later, these teenagers are like hanging out in the lobby, again, being nuisances, being really fucking annoying. We're closed. They're being stupid. And one of the guys like opens up the front door talking to some of the teenagers that are hanging out outside. And he's like, yo, that fucking bitch called the cops on me. He's like talking about the woman or whatever. And I guess what probably happened was the kids had like drugs on them. And the mom knew the kids were like a bad influence or whatever. And then she tore her kid away. And the kid probably told her that there were drugs. She probably made him tell her. And then she called the cops. And then the cops come to go talk to the kids. The kids finally fucking leave. But like we had to talk to the kids like, I want to say between me and the other manager was like a half dozen to a dozen times. And even after the cops came, some of the kids still stayed because they didn't have rides. And we had to wait another like 20 more minutes for them to get the fuck out. It was really fucking stupid. Yeah, the kids snitched on the other kids, which I'm glad because they got them the fuck off finally. But Jesus Christ, what a day. Anyway, so in one time, Sonic went into plane. When he was in the plane, he fucking jumped off and fucking dies. That's my story, snitch. Anyway, I'm gonna go and write down 10 for that. Everyone's 14 years. No, they all could drive for the most part. I think they're all like probably sophomores or juniors in high school, so easily like 15 to 16 to 17 range. And there are probably some older ones there. Like there's like this one guy and girl that are like obviously very much dating. And they were like off in a corner. They weren't doing anything, but I felt like every time I walked by, they were like side-eyeing me because they wanted to do something, but they knew they couldn't because I was around, which is like, I don't care. I'm gonna cockblock you because you're out in fucking public. Stop fucking being stupid, okay? Like go into a fucking dark room. Go into a fucking movie theater and take care of that shit. Jesus. Anyway. It was just like a whole day. It was a whole ordeal. Today was just really fucking stupid. A lot of just dumb teenagers. I had to like really step up because my other managers were like not into confrontation. I'm like, well, we can't just like let them get away with this because if we do, they're going to keep coming back and causing problems. We have to nip it in the bud. So I had to deal with that shit, which was annoying, but it's part of the job. So it is what it is. Boom. Gotta start eating. Hoping to uncover some more ancient debris. I'm not really getting a whole lot right now. Jesus. They probs thinking they're the mafia bosses leader or some shit. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? It's like, these kids think they're so much harder than they actually are, but if I actually, like, fucking go to talk to them, like, none of them will look me in the eye. They're all fucking awkward as hell. They know they're being fucking stupid. And, like, I was talking to the other managers, and like when I was a kid, like I hate when people say it's like I wasn't even like close to that. I was very respectful, maybe a little bit stupid and socially unaware, but I was never like intentionally trying to cause problems. Like these kids were very obviously looking for trouble. They had nothing else better going on. They were just wasting time. And like it's fine if they want to hang out, I don't care. But like whenever they're making it to where my job has to become harder, that's whenever I'm really fucking irritated by it.